All right, guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me about the Pixel Fold 9 Pro when I'm going to get it. Well, I'm still rocking with the OG Pixel Fold for now. I do plan on grabbing the new Pixel Fold, but I do have the 9 Pro XL right here and the 9 Pro right here, and I also picked up the 9 at some point, but eventually I got rid of it because I just didn't think I would use it enough. But the fact is, I do want to experience the new Pixel Fold, but this Pixel Fold right here is still very good in 2024. So with the addition of Android 15, this device almost comes to life. Yeah, it still lacks in a few areas that won't match up to the current Pixels, predominantly just the cameras. That is the difference that I see between this device and really I should say the video cameras, not the cameras as a whole. The cameras are actually pretty solid. They give great quality for taking regular photos and still shots with no problems. I mean, it is just not a thing with this particular phone when it comes to taking photos and doing certain things. But I put this device on Android 15 and it has brought it to life almost. It feels faster than what it was before. It just feels way more fluid, and I'm super excited to report that because there's a lot of people out there, and to be clear, I was having second thoughts about putting this on Android 15. I don't know. I didn't upgrade my 9 Pro, if you remember. I upgraded the 9 Pro XL because I'm doing that battery test for you guys. I'm going to test that out. I'm going to leave this off of Android 15 as long as I can. But this Pixel Fold, the original Pixel Fold, my Pixel 8 Pro, and my Pixel 8a are all on Android 15. And unlike the 9 Pro XL, I just haven't had any issues with this phone. It's been doing a heck of a lot better. It's just good. I'm happy to report that because I was skeptical at first. Shout out to Grant. He's been putting in work. He's back, fellas. Grant will take a year off. He's the only YouTuber I know who can take a year off, come back and kick right in and just get right back in and show all the love is still there. He's really been testing a lot of stuff out with different phones and stuff like that, and I really like him. I think he's one of the better he's at least in my top 3 for doing camera comparisons. Yeah, he's that good. So if you don't know who he is, clearly you should check him out for video of camera comparisons of phones. He puts in the time, the work, and he has lots of patience to do it because those videos take a long time to edit. But overall, the experience with this device has been what you would think it would be. It's really nice. I don't have any, there's been no hiccups or crashes or anything on Android 15 with this particular device. And the fact that it's a tablet, it's Google says, I think, somewhere in that fine print, it does more tablet things, like more things are optimized for the larger display. And unfortunately, some of those things are things that I don't want to share, like emails and some of those applications that I found that it just looks better or works better. It's just things that I just don't want to share publicly because I don't want to expose too much of my personal life. But nonetheless, the phone itself is just good. It's got this same smaller form factor. It has a different form factor than the new generation of the Pixel Fold. But I'm not going to backpedal and say that, oh, this hardware is perfect. No, this hardware still isn't where I think it should be. I still don't physically like a lot of things about this phone because I've had it since it came out. It's still really good. I just wish certain things would have been different on this one. But when it comes to the software, everything's there. This phone just feels faster and more speedy. Let me load up a video. This phone does very well with video. The quality is really good. Improvements I'm trying to look for from Android 15, coming from previous generation of Android 14 on here, it just runs smooth. Everything looks good. The screen, the display, it looks the part. And I think when people are looking at content on these devices, they're going to be looking for quality. And that is pretty much what I see here with this particular Pixel. It is actually really good. And I am happy to report that there just are no problems. I was really hesitant on putting this device on Android 15 because of the chip. I was like, nah, it could have some serious problems, but I was wrong. So I use my devices for a lot of media consumption, and this one is no exception. I still like that you get all the controls. This form factor right here is absolutely great for watching content. You get a full screen up top, folks. a full size display, like a 5.8-inch display up there. When you think about this, check this out. It's not that much smaller than the Pixel 9 Pro when it's with the screen size. So I'm excited about it, man. I'm really hoping that this phone can stand the test of time. Now, an area where I think it improved a little bit was battery. It does a little bit better in battery. It's not like stellar in battery because this phone was good in battery. It was never like great, spectacular, exceptional with battery. It just wasn't. So I'm not going to tell you that the battery life on your device is going to just get extraordinarily great all of a sudden, because it is over a year old. And so the battery degradation is happening. So yeah, battery life, it's doable. I can make it through a full day and then into the next day, and then I'm gonna need to charge. For sure, I'm charging on that next cycle. Once I pass a full 24-hour cycle, I am definitely charging. So when I get down to the end of the day with this device, it's looking more like 20% almost every day. So, you know, hey, it's possible. But overall, man, I'm experiencing no issues or whatever. The camera is actually doing really good. I still, you know, am kind of not disgusted, but I just was really hoping that some of the features would come over here, because it's to me, it's just a software thing. Like, there's no portrait video on this particular phone, but I think it could be. I mean, it's just a thing, man. I don't know. They have gotten it to where, you know, companies want you to buy the newest hardware, and they claim that that's how it's done. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's just software. Overall, though, let me take a quick picture of something here. Let's take a picture of the phones real quick. I kind of just stepped off camera real quick to snap a quick photo. The processing time on here is still got that little bit of edginess to get things processed. But after you get the photo taken, there is tons of detail here, man. It's good. These cameras will never fail me. Portrait video is always going to be good. I like the fact that I can still use the external display here to go to see the actual for the selfie cam. I love that. Like this here. Woohoo! I love that. See, let me take a photo here. All right, you can see there. I should have hit switch back. Oops. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I really like that the cameras on here are really good. And the cameras on the front also are really good too. Like, I'm gonna take a picture with this front camera here. I mean, look at how good this photo is. That's this front camera over here. Look at how good they've mastered the art of photo taking, man. This is really, really solid. They've done their thing, man. And I mean, I think Google has always been a company who's proven we know how to get a phone to take good photos. That's just not a thing. So if you have the original Fold, I think the one thing I can take away from this device with Android 15 on it is that, you know, my battery life didn't improve much at all, maybe a slight bit. You know, they didn't promise that, I think, but I still have good cameras, like very solid cameras for photos. Video cameras are still just okay, they're good. But nonetheless, this is a Pixel, and it is a folding Pixel. And some people still prefer this size screen right here. I think it's a wonderful size. So the Pixel Fold, original Pixel Fold here on Android 15 has been doing great, folks. I don't have a complaint in the world. Like I said, I know the battery isn't stellar, but in the video still isn't on par with some other Pixels, but it's still a Pixel and it's still very, very good. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.